Hey there guys, I am SonicGhost and welcome back to some more Let's Play Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. Last time we entered Miss Ruby's hideout here, and in this episode we're continuing on since we have almost all the keys to actually make it into the second portion of this hideout. So we're making some good progress already. And now let's head up to the top layer here, because this is where our next key is located. So using fast to make this trip a little bit easier and quicker, I can easily take out that guard and we're good to go. So let's go into a grave undertaking. And this level, as you can already imagine, it's a graveyard. So guess what we're dealing with here? Ghosts! Ooh. So yeah, this is going to be our first level here in World 3 with a lot of paranormal activity. So be prepared to see a lot of ghosts appear.
Sly, you'd better be on your guard here. My paranormal scanners show this place is really haunted.
And Bentley wasn't lying. Look at all these ghosts. It's ridiculous.
Now that was very interesting. When you smashed that gravestone, the ghosts stopped coming. It must be some kind of ghost generator. Maybe if you smashed them all, you'd be safe.
I like how Bentley said you'll be safe the moment I was destroying a safe. I swear, that was not intentional. It just happened to be there as soon as that piece of dialogue appeared. But I'm going to take a moment here real quick to talk about those mossy stone guys, because I do not like those enemies at all. They take 3 hits to kill, 1 to detach the head from the body, 1 to kill the head, and then 1 to kill the body. But I swear, the hitbox on that enemy is humongous. In a way where I just feel like it's very easy to get hit by that head in particular when it's nowhere near you. It's insane. So I usually just like standing in a place and then just swinging my cane around, letting the guy come to me. Because that way I feel a little more confident and like I'm not actually going to take any damage. So that's usually what I like doing with those guys, because I swear they have a wonky hitbox. So it's better safe than sorry with that kind of enemy. We'll just come up here, destroy the safe for some clues. Sidle our way around the corner here just to get more clues. So there we go. That's all optional stuff. If you don't really care about the clues, you don't even need to go in that area. But they give you a free life here, which is kind of interesting to think about because this level isn't really too difficult, but I guess then the developers thought this was going to get a little bit harder here just because of the fact they put that life there. But here in particular, we have a long time to wait around, so I just kind of speed things up a little bit and actually go left on that last little sidle platform. You're not really supposed to be doing that because it's rotating around right, and with all the lasers going off, that would hurt you easily. So if you didn't trip the lasers yet, and if you think you can actually make that, I'll recommend just sidling around to the left there and then jumping to the piece of rope. That way you get through there a lot quicker. Okay, that mosquito did not even hit me. That was nowhere near Sly, so I don't know how he sucked out any blood. He just sucked air, that's all the thing did. So I don't know what the mosquito was really wanting to accomplish there, but he did it. He got a nice old sip of air. Took away a charm though, which is kind of annoying. Oh wow, that was way quicker than it was supposed to be. I thought there was a little bit more of a cooldown period before that flame would appear on the torch, but nope. Not at all. Some bad judgment on my part there. Well, we'll come up near the end of the level here, and you might be thinking that we don't really have enough clues just yet. In fact, we can actually see the key around the corner here. But this is actually a point in the level where they just kind of bunch a lot of these clues together. It's going to be a lot of safes here for us to open, so we'll get most of our clues actually now from safes. But I'm actually being very careful here, these mosquitoes, because they're very easy to hit you and are very hard to hit. So I kind of just want to take things a little bit slow and turn around here. This clue here in particular, it's one of the easier clues in the level to miss, because it's very easy for the camera to not be facing the right way to see that clue behind the tree, and I missed that one plenty of times. Same for that clue actually near the checkpoint that we were at before. That one that's hidden up in the grass area and on a fence, that is super easy to miss because I've missed that so many times. It's one of the worst clues probably to get in this entire world. I wish at this point we actually had that ability in our binocucom to actually see all the clues, but we don't have it just yet, and this is the one level I really wish we had it. So let's just go ahead, destroy all the stuff coming up. Grab our last 2 clues here in the 2 safes. And now let's open up the vault.
Press the circle to enter the vault code. Okay, this is kind of a guess, but try 128.
Alright, let's just see if your guess is right. Oh, yes it is. I mean, it's like he's supposed to be right because it's the only way for us to get our ability.
These are the blueprints to Miss Ruby's production facility. I'll pipe this information into your binocucom. Use it to find breakables and clues nearby.
So I was just talking about wanting to have this ability, and we get it too late in this world in my opinion. There is only one more level where you actually need to go around and get yourself clue bottles. It's in a really bad spot in my opinion. I wish that we got this blueprint a lot earlier. And even if you routed out the levels a little bit differently, did this one first to get your clues, and then this one first to get your blueprints, I still don't really think it's in that great of a place. Because the other two levels are a lot easier to find, that's the level where I wish you had the blueprints, because that would have made things much, much easier. Well, we have our 3 keys, so let's go ahead and open up this gate, and would you look at that? It's that giant snake we saw earlier in the world. And what he'll be doing is just kind of taking a nice old swim around the hub world here. And he luckily opens up a door for us, so that's very convenient. So, now with his help, we can actually continue on. And up here, you can kind of see there's a lot of bad voodoo magic going on here. This is a nice little shield to keep you out. You can't really do too much here, but you can open up the shield on the other side. So we'll do that once we get our way over to those candles.
Looks like this is some kind of giant voodoo egg beater to stir up that unsanitary mess.
If I could unlock the cauldron's lid, I might be able to thrash their production and build up enough steam pressure to get launched up to Ruby's Skull Temple.
Okay, sounds like we've got a plan. To get around that thing, try moving in the shadows made by the masks so that the guards won't see you.
Sly just likes to launch himself a lot. He did that in Raleigh's hideout to get to him, and now here, Sly's wanting to launch himself with his cauldron. He just likes to go up in the air. It's ridiculous. But let's make our way into the Descent into Danger here. This is our last level where we can actually get clues in this hub, so the blueprints could be useful here, but honestly, not really.
Oh my god, a green waterfall overflowing with bones and body parts. I'm telling you, the health department's going to come down big time on this dump.
I get where Bentley's coming from, but what kind of health department will come and rate a swamp if it's livable or not? I mean, imagine watching Shrek, the biggest movie meme of all time, and the way that movie would actually begin and then end would be the health department coming in and saying, Shrek, you can't live in your swamp anymore because it's a hazard to your health. Evacuate immediately. That movie would be an entirely different story if that was the ending to the movie. So imagine that one, Bentley. It doesn't really work that way. But let's just go ahead and grab as many coins here as we can because we're just about ready to get our lucky charm, which now we got. And I guess I can go ahead and just segue into a little minor topic here. I'm not really too big of a fan of Lucky Charms, the cereal. I know a lot of people kind of like that cereal a lot when growing up. I thought it was okay. And the reason being is just because I thought it was a little too sweet. The marshmallows were good, but I noticed once you put the milk in there, it got a lot sweeter, and I just wasn't as fan of how sweet that cereal got. But that's just me, though. But now, let's actually get our decoy ready here. It's one good use I can find with the decoy. You're supposed to go up here, and then drop down this enemy and catch him by surprise. But instead, I like to throw the decoy out in his line of sight, and then walk up and whack him. It's a lot quicker to me, so I always like doing that there. It's a lot of fun.
Hey there, Sly Cooper! That's right, I know you're here. I've seen it in the stars. It's all over my tea leaves. I'm in your mind, raccoon. I know your game. You better run for it, or me and my voodoo children are gonna sign you up for an eternity of zombie servitude.
Wow, Miss Ruby's serious. She's talking about zombie servitude. She's basically saying, I'm gonna kill ya. I mean, that's pretty harsh, even for a children's game. Miss Ruby just does not hold back. But that was a really weird instance there. You're supposed to jump down to that very first platform we seen coming in, where that enemy is walking around, guarding some stuff. And you're supposed to jump down there like I did to get those clues, but I swear, it's so awkward to do that because I almost always get hit by that guard, or maybe by the little fence area there, because it's just not an easy jump to make. And that's pretty much what they expect you to do. They expect you to jump down from around here, but also you have to jump down on those snakes anyways to get the clues there. Which is why I just like jumping down from that snake to save some backtracking. Otherwise you need to backtrack there twice, and that's just not fun. So I saved some backtracking, but at the same time it was a little awkward. Thank goodness we can swim in the water and not lose the lucky charm. That makes things a lot easier.
Look at all the security. This must be the source of all the disgusting green soup.
Well, Bentley's not wrong about the security, but at the same time, it's so weak because all you have to do is just make your way to the center and turn off the alarm system, and then that's most of the security gone. Sure, you still gotta take care of the candles so you can get your way over to the platform, but it's not really that big of a deal at that point. The candles are easy to hit, and those little headshots are very easy to avoid, so yeah, the biggest thing is security. You can take care of in like 5 seconds. Not really the greatest security if you just kind of leave the off switch just right there, right out in the open. Not the greatest idea. Well, once we hit that candle, this platform just magically appears, and it makes our way to the end of the level and also the vault. So, let's open it up.
These codes are nothing before my righteous analytical ability. The combination has to be 571.
Alright, let's see if your analytical ability here is right. 5, 7, 1. And there you go. Well, let's see what this vault has for Sly Cooper this time.
Mind bending. It's Matthew De La Coupe's perpetual slow motion technique. With this move, you can slow down time whenever you want, not just while jumping. Hold down the triangle button to use it.
So if you were like me on your first playthrough, you probably thought when you got the slow ability, it was a little weird how you would only be able to slow time when you jump. But actually being able to slow time on a whim now, it does make things a lot easier in combat, because now, with this extra ability to slow down whenever you feel like, the slow ability makes things a lot easier when fighting a lot of enemies at once. So it is a move we're going to get some more use out of now. And let's just take a dip while we're here, because I always like to swim. Raccoons can't swim, but I'll make them swim. But yeah, now with the ability of slow actually being more viable, it'll probably be something I'll get more use out of now. But we got ourselves another key, and I think with that, I'm actually going to go ahead and end the episode here. Next time on Let's Play Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus, we'll get the remaining keys that we need here, and then take on Miss Ruby. I'll see you guys next time.